Here at Travel Global, our goal is to bring you some of the most amazing travel destinations and tips as you adventure around the globe. So do subscribe to our channel and turn on that bell icon to add amazing new places to your travel bucket list. Without any further delay, let's get started. Number 10, Taiping. Most visitors traveling to Malaysia are unlikely to include Taiping on their itinerary because few people know much about this small provincial city in the state of Perak. It's perfect for those looking to see a more unknown destination in the country though, as actually Taiping is a very friendly, laid-back city with some beautiful gardens, mangrove reserves, and cooling hill stations that provide a welcome break from other, more crowded parts of Malaysia. Number 9, Georgetown. UNESCO World Heritage listed Georgetown as the epitome of multicultural Malaysia. This is a foodie's paradise where you can have a traditional Malay breakfast of roti, followed by a steaming bowl of Chinese dumplings for lunch and a delicious Indian curry for dinner. The streets are full of character and street art, and there's a thriving nightlife every day of the week. Number 8, Cameron Highlands. The Cameron Highlands is one of the best holiday destinations in Malaysia. If you tire of the heat of the coast or the humidity of the cities, then head into these central hills for something completely different. Founded as a hill station for the colonial British to escape to in the summer, the Cameron Highlands is cool, rainy, and very refreshing. There are jungle walks, tea plantations, and strawberry farms to see up in these beautiful hills. Number 7, Genting Highlands. The Genting Highlands are found just outside of Kuala Lumpur and have long been a great escape from the city. There are holiday resorts and amusement parks in the Highlands that cater to the locals of KL, but it's an intriguing look at local tourism and a fun place to include when you plan a trip to Malaysia. Number 6, Johor Bahru. Few people ever seem to visit Johor Bahru, so if you are wondering where to go in Malaysia that's off the beaten track, then this is the city to visit. Johor Bahru is overshadowed by Singapore, which lies across the border to the south. But actually, this is one of Malaysia's biggest cities and traditionally one of the most important. You can delve into the culture and see the grand palaces of the Sultan of Johor, who used to hold sway over much of the peninsula. Number 5, Malacca. Malacca is one of the most historic Malaysian destinations to visit. Found on the west coast, there's an eclectic mix of architecture and culture to explore. There are colonial Portuguese ruins, British-era buildings, and a dense Chinatown that have all contributed to the UNESCO World Heritage status. Created over decades of colonial rule by the Portuguese, the Dutch, and then the British, the city seen today was once a mighty trading powerhouse on the edge of the Malay Peninsula. With control of the Malacca Strait, it saw everything from silk transports to spice convoys to military contingents pass through its ports. Visit the famous Yonker Street to uncover local culinary delights and check out the unusual floating mosque that sits out on stilts in the ocean. Number 4, Taman Negara National Park. Taman Negara is the largest national park on the Malay Peninsula. In fact, the name Taman Negara literally translates from Malay to English as National Park. Covering a whopping 4,300 square kilometers, it ranges across primeval rainforest and winding rivers where elephants can be spotted basking on the muddy banks. Today, Taman Negara is being raised to Malaysia's ecotourism mecca, and travelers come from far and wide to walk the swinging rope bridges, hike the tree-shrouded trails, and seek out the likes of the elusive Malayan tiger, cheeky wild macaques, Indian elephants, galumphing guars, the list goes on. Travel here is best done along the river, and there are local villages connecting by boat where you can overnight before taking on the canopy walks that are suspended high in the trees. Number 3, Sipadan Island. Sipadan Island truly holds the best of Malaysia when it comes to scuba diving and snorkeling. This is Borneo's best island. It's a coral atoll surrounded by some of the most diverse and colourful reefs and marine life in the world. Here you can see all sorts of underwater creatures, large and small, while the island itself is home to white sand beaches and beautiful green palm trees. It's not the easiest island to reach as it's remote and isolated, but it is worth every extra effort needed to travel to it. Number 2. Kuala Lumpur. Any journey to Malaysia should start in Kuala Lumpur, the nation's capital and largest city. Although at first it may seem like a sprawling metropolis, once you've found your feet, you'll realize that this is the heart of modern Malaysia. Old markets and colonial buildings stand in the shadow of the brightly lit Petronas Towers and gleaming skyscrapers. There's food, intriguing museums, and a diverse blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and European influences to discover across this vibrant city. It's easy to spend at least 3 days in KL with all it has to offer. It's one of the world's great multicultural metropolises, with lantern-lit Chinatown butting up to districts of Nepalese curry houses and Indian thali kitchens. Apart from the breathtaking views of the cityscape from the countless sky bars, you can visit the mysterious Batu Caves and some acclaimed Islamic art institutions. Number 1. Gunung Mulu National Park. The weathered hoodoos and ancient ridges of Gunung Mulu National Park rarely fail to capture the imagination. The park itself, which is yet another UNESCO site, represents one of those last enclaves of untrodden land and is one of the hardest reserves to get to in all of Borneo. You have to take a heart-thumping plane ride down to the asphalt of tiny Mulu Airport or a 12-hour riverboat between snake-infested jungles. The prize? Mossy rainforests where helmeted hornbills issue their cries, deep and dank cave systems riddled with rare bats, trekking over swinging canopy bridges, the mighty grikes and caverns of Mount Api, the list goes on. What destination did you like best on our list? Which one would you most like to visit? Leave us a comment below and make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our future travel videos. With that, I'll see you in the next video.